We start at around 9:30, right? So we have 1 hour. Then I'll go into the teaching mode. So anyone would like to have any questions? Yes. Okay. One here. Mike, please. And two there. 2%. Okay, 2% first, right? Okay, come.
Sáng em còn chịu được
Mike,
thư em giống anh em nữa.
Alo,
Cái tầm tuổi nó hay giống nhau, nó có cái tập
em
quán giống
chào
nhau.
thầy, chào mọi người trong tổ trường. Trước hết là em rất là biết ơn thầy trong 2 ngày vừa qua đã truyền đạt cho tất cả các học viên ở đây những kiến thức vô cùng được quý giá. Và hôm nay em có một câu hỏi muốn gửi đến thầy, đó là thầy có thể chia sẻ là có những cách nào để mình có thể là dùng con bảy trong trường hợp là mình không đủ dòng tiền hoặc là không có dòng tiền để mình có thể là mua thêm bất động sản. Và em có một câu hỏi thứ hai, đó là làm thế nào để mình có thể là khi mình mua một tài sản thì làm thế nào để mình có thể là vay ở cái mức gần như là 100% số tiền ngân hàng để mình mua tài sản đó. Em xin cảm ơn thầy.
It's a good question. It's a very good question. Right? This, to cut the story short, how to buy property without money. Correct. How to buy that without money. Okay. You can only do that using the. There's few ways how you want to do it, right? You need to think out from the box. The normal way is that you buy below market value. That session would be after lunch. I will share with you how is that being done. In Malaysia we are a little advanced. You can go until 90%, some even 100%. You can go and do that. So when you have that, it makes sense to buy without money. Okay. But the cash flow is one thing that you need to service the installment. That is where the tricky part is. So I will share with you after lunch. If we can, I'll share it before lunch. It depends on how many questions you ask. So that is what I call diamond hunter. How do you hunt for diamonds? I get rich by using that strategy. It's a very simple strategy, but it works. It's an evergreen strategy. So I'll share with you that. I get rich. One of the ways how I get rich is that buying below market value. I'll be sharing that in the afternoon. So another one is, that one I do not share. This is the street smart way. There's few ways how you can do that. Right? One is by doing joint ventures. What I mean by doing joint ventures is, there are people who do not have time to buy property. There are people who are like that. They don't like to go to bank. They don't like to check things. They do not like to go to do research. They don't like to do that. If you can do that, they don't mind to profit share with you. What normally the logic is like this. I'll try. How many of you are a person like that? If somebody were to do it, you don't mind sharing. And this person is that, you know that person. How many of you are like that? Okay. So if that's the case, let me share with you that. And let's I'll be him, okay? And then I'll talk to a funder. I'll get a funder. Okay? I'll talk about that. Okay. I know, I'll start, this is the role play. Okay? I know you don't like to spend time looking for good properties, but I know you like properties. Okay? So I'll say like that. And then, well, I'm quite good at it because a lot of properties that I identify make a lot of money. And I'm in the property investment group. Buy property, sell property, a lot of good deals. I know how to get deals. So I know you don't have time. So is it possible that I look for those good deals? You come very little money because it's a good deal and you appreciate. So there's one deal that I'm looking for. The price is only 130,000 US dollars. And I can buy it at around 110,000 US dollars. So if it's okay with you, right? You use your name to buy. You use your name to buy, and upon success, I get a fee because it's below market and can guarantee profit upon success. Then how much do you think the fee is worth? You think? I'll ask. Normal agent fee is 3%, but I want to be your partner in long term. If you don't mind, if you don't mind, probably 5%. If possible, I would like 10%. That means 10,000 US dollars, but I think it's too much to ask. I ask for 5%. 5% of 130,000 market value is around 6,000 US dollars. So I just want 6,000 US dollars. But I would not take the 6,000 US dollars. I just want to leave back the $6,000 because you're going to pay deposit, yes? So if you get that 80% loan, I will arrange 80% loan for you. You get 80% loan, that means you say you are borrowing at 90,000. So we got it for 110,000. So you need to top up 20,000. So you need 20,000. The 6,000, to put it back in the 30,000. Understand? Okay. So there's 30%, almost 30% of that. So I just want 30% of that share. Is it okay? So I give you back your 6,000. I want the share. Put my name, 20%. So you can do it with your relative if you want to. So means to say I will look for you constantly, look for you. The commission that I have, I don't take, I'll be part of your partner. Is it okay with you? You don't have time, I'll do it for you. Then I'll make sure that I collect rental. I'll make sure I do the renovation. I'll make sure I'll get the tenant for you. I'll do everything for you. Because that's part of my property as well. And you just need to do, just invest in me. So that I can help you to invest. That's it. Understand? So you can do a lot of these kind of things. And now even do Airbnb for you. Airbnb is good. I can tell you one thing, Airbnb is very good. You should go and learn. Because it's the future. In Vietnam, there will be a lot of Airbnb millionaires. I'm very sure. I'm damn sure. Because I'm doing Malaysia. I'm my partner in Malaysia. They are the Airbnb Malaysian ambassador. They can walk into US head office. That's how good my partner is. So you can venture into that. So that is one of the way. There's also a way where you can become a property agent because you are good now. You can be a property agent. I'm doing this in Malaysia. I'm hoping I can do it in Vietnam. I'm doing it in Malaysia. We call ourselves the private wealth in property investment. Private wealth, property banking. Private wealth is like your UOB, your Hong Leong, your Techcom Bank, your HSBC Bank. where you have this privilege banking or premier banking. Do you have that here? Yes? So you deposit a bit of sum in the bank. You don't need to queue. You can go straight away. Yes? Do you have that in Vietnam?
Yes.
That's what we call the privilege. There's higher level than that. It's called private banking, where you put $1 million, you become the private banker. That you can use that instrument to invest in other countries, so they have the roots to channel the money out. That's what called private banking. So in Malaysia, I have 3 of this bank. I'm the member inside. Honestly, I don't like it, because I went in there. They asked me to become a member, so I put in $1 million. Then I can take it out. So they asked me to invest in funny stuff, forex, bonds, funny stuff. But it's good return, considering good, which is 6-7% only. I might as well put my money in Vietnam. Yeah, because that's why I say Vietnam, your interest is very high. You cannot be that high one. It will one day go lower and lower and lower and lower. I still remember when I got here, the interest rate is 9%. Oh my God, I said, go crazy, 9% interest. Happy, right? Special arrangement, you can get 9. I got 8.5 six years ago. But anyway, so this guy asked me to invest in that. And then he promised me a 7 or 8%, which is almost guaranteed. And he explained to me why. I said, are you sure? Because he said, because you are private banking, we don't get fees. We take very minimal, very, which is very minimal compared to mutual fund people. And then I asked him, do you think that I asked him, is that all the service that you do? He said, yeah, we take care of your money. You take care of my money, including my asset. Is it possible? Huh? I said, I have properties. When the property leaking, can you take care of it? When the property door handle spoil, can you handle it? When I want to take a look, I want to go and to see property value, to ask for property value. Can you give me an answer immediately? I said, no, sir, you don't do that. I say, if you don't do that, how come you say you are private wealth? Is it not asset also wealth? Then they're like, I said, you asked me to come up, you asked me to put 300,000 in the bank. I mean, 1 million, 1 million in your bank, right? Then you asked me to put 300,000 for this investment. I said, this 300,000, do you know how much I can make? I said, if I can buy a 200,000 property with only 150,000. The value can be 200,000, but I can buy it with 150,000. Immediately, my paper value that I make is going to be 50,000. Not only that, I will buy in cash. I can get an ROI of 6%. Are you understanding this? So the interest, I make 3%. Inflation, I make 7%. Return, I make 6%. It's 16%. Rental, I make 6%. I say, with that, you ask me to invest 7%, 8%. I said, then what's the point? So because of frustration in Malaysia, I started this thing called private wealth asset banking. So I charge my partner, I charge a fee of a membership, and I'm your second wife. All your asset is in my office. Your title or your house rate card, your loan, documents, all your assets is in my office. Just put it back. The original copy you can keep, we'll take a photocopy. Whenever you want to buy any property, call me. Whenever you want to check any property, call me. Whenever your roof leaking, call me. Your plumbing leaking, call me, because I'm here to protect your asset from decay, from getting spoiled. With that, I get a fee, right? And we only charge 20,000 US. And I will, with the promise that I will get you below market value with the cash that you have. You put 20,000, I will make sure I will make you 40,000, guaranteed. If not, I will refund you the 25. And all my service is free of charge. I'll do that. It's very successful. So, but me saying that is, did I come up with any money? No. No, I didn't come up with any money. They give me 20,000 first. But you don't need to do that, because I have my fair share of fame in Malaysia. So people trust me. But you can do the mini Adrian, you know. You understand? You don't need a lot of cash to do business actually. You know how to do it. Okay, so this is what I teach in particular. This is what I teach in particular. Not only in business actually. It's the whole body of business and property. It's a property business. Property agents, seriously, you have not joined me, you better make sure you join. When you borrow money, also you should. Why? Because seriously, I'm very good. Very, very good. So you understand this concept, you apply it here in Vietnam, you will make your money. I can guarantee. Because I wouldn't want to say my thinking is smart. It's just that I copy from the advanced country. You understand what I'm trying to say? I'm not smart. I'm just like to learn new things. I study and I hybrid things with the one intention, with only one intention, to improve the real estate market. That's the only intention I have. I don't care about money. Money is a byproduct of the value you offer. So focus on value rather than money. Because money will come when your value is sought after. People want it. Okay. We concentrate on designing products to help the market to do better. So we improve the product and making old model obsolete. That's how we make money. You don't need to worry about money if you understand that concept. So there's a reason why, if you understand this, profit equals to product multiplied market. Profit is a byproduct from a good product multiplying what people want. You will get the money. So you concentrate on building a product on good pricing. That is the reason why when you talk about strategic level and tactical level, you have 5 categories: marketing and sales, management and admin, finance and accounts, HR and customer service. Lastly, R&D and production. So we, as a business owner, we need to hold on to the production. R&D, the R&D of the product. Because if you don't hold on that R&D and the product, when people make the product obsolete, there is a reason why you fail on one side. You need 2 sides to hit each other for the money to come. The product and also the market. So you need to control one side first. the main control, it depends on people. Some people are very good controlling their product. They don't know why they are rich, they just have a good product. And people come, oh, why suddenly I'm so rich because of the product. Some people, they are very good at controlling market. They have good followers, like your Instagram or Facebook influencer in Vietnam. Whatever they sell also can sell. Yes? So they have that control. So in business, you need to control either one first. You cannot have both not controlled. That's why your volume sometimes erratic, sometimes good, sometimes no good. But when you control one side and you find one side to gel together, okay, the profit will come. So you need to understand. So marketing is good for looking for people. So Instagrammer, those key influencers, they are good at marketing. That's why they do photos, they do this, they do that, they do branding, they do the self-awareness thing, they go and collaborate with more higher level people so that they get more followers. They are good at that. So they control that part. So what they need now is good product from other people so that they can use it to multiply it to get profit. You understand? So you need two sides. So that's the reason why I say in business, on strategic level, you need to hold one on R&D, that's the product, and hold one on the market, that's marketing. Do you understand? Yes, there are only two things, but in business, there's no such thing as free lunch. When you build something up, it has to come from the ground. So that ground is what we call the pillars, the foundation. So you need to leave traces when you build the foundation. Keyword, traces. Because when you do things and you leave traces, the red dot is easier to follow. You understand? You need to leave traces. Many of these entrepreneurs do not leave traces. Either they don't know or they don't want. Because they say it's very slow and it delays me. But you don't have, if you understand business logic, you need to leave traces to replicate and duplicate. That is all about business. It's not you working on it. If you working on it, you are an employee. Many people use an employee mindset to become a businessman. Many people are like that. You don't understand because school don't teach you that. So if even you know you are successful because you are successful, not your team make you successful. You must be successful by making your team successful to make you successful. Then you are successful because you are free. You understand? Not be in the business. A lot of people don't understand. Many business owners, I can say 90%, 99%, because not many are successful. Some are just making day by day. So that's why it's a very good question. Buying property is not the key. It's so freaking simple, especially in Vietnam. In Malaysia, we have some difficulties. But in Vietnam, seriously, how wrong can you go? Property in Vietnam can double in 5 years, 6 years. It's happening still today. I'm very, very sure another 5 years it will happen the same thing. If you know that is the constant, then the key idea is to not go for the property. The key idea is to strengthen your active income. Do you understand? The key idea is to strengthen your active income. If you can strengthen your active income, buying property is just like peanuts. Because there's so many good ones. Whether you have money or no money only. Am I right to say that? So how do you actually produce a factory of constant income in your active portfolio? A constant, so that it will help you on your passive portfolio. In our case, it's you need to, I know it's simple, but simple is wisdom. It's not technical. You know, some people, for me, you fall because you get the right place. You understand? You understand? Yeah. So that's why I say sometimes work hard is good, work smart is better. You know?
Right. Yes.
So work hard is a must. It's a must. You as a human being, you must. But some people, they are hardworking. They are hardworking until they are lazy. Why? Because they are hardworking, they don't see result, that's why they are lazy. They are hardworking because they don't see direction, then they are lazy. Their inner core is not lazy. It's just they know direction, therefore they are lazy. Yeah. All humans are with potential. Yeah, there is. It's just how you trigger them. That's it. So, but the basic stuff is, for me, to trigger all of us, is your appetite. If you want to live your appetite, I will help you to live your appetite. If you don't ask me to help you, then you better go and ask somebody to help you. Because sorry, I have to tell you, all the things that you know is wrong. All the things you understand about money is wrong. I can guarantee you that. So, do you want to live your life like this? Or you want to live a better life by understanding how wealth is created? These kind of things don't teach in school. You don't get this thing in school. Not even your father, mother. Not even your uncle, auntie that is rich. They don't know how to teach you. Some even get rich, but they don't know why they get rich. Yeah, it is lucky. Yeah. But luck plays a very important role. It is true. But not understanding good foundation, not having good foundation, you can lose it in one night. It is very important. Yeah. That's why I say, you don't need money to make money. So there are many methods how to do it. See, and especially, like for example, this business model 3+1. If you understand that, you go to any company, I will help you. That is your question. Where she said, how do you buy a company without money? It's very simple. It's very simple. You go into the company. Let me teach you. You want to learn this?
Yes.
You all like to learn business. Like property, I teach you 13 effects. It's so easy, right? Yeah. How many of you feel 13 effects? Oh my God, it's so easy to understand now. Now I understand where. How many of you feel like that after yesterday? Yeah. It's not difficult. 13 effects is not difficult. You understand? Of course, it's actually by me. You don't know me. In Malaysia, when I feel that, okay, it's time for me to buy, I will go to a place, I will look at that. Within 3 to 5 minutes, I will decide yes or no. Some of my people that day, there's one time I went, Kalai followed me. I went down there, 3 minutes, I said buy. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, is it selling? Say yes, buy all. I just got inside my car, I went off. I call my people, I'm buying that 4 minutes. Okay. And just like that, I make money like that. You know? But if you are at my level to understand this, can you work with the rich people? You can. Rich people don't have time. You help them. You offer your service to them. So, property agent, you don't need to have many clients. You don't need. Many property agents in the market, they get one new customer, finish, take the commission, bye-bye. They don't follow up. They don't be friends with them. Their intention is to make the commission. We call it wrong. Your intention is to make them wealthy. Making money and making that person wealthy, your action and your decision is different. Can I say that?
Yes.
The way how you treat a person is also different. Am I right to say that? Yeah. If you make 300, if you are able to make 200,000 US dollar this year, and you want to increase to 250,000 US dollar next year, you probably use back the things that you do with a little bit more hard work. You will reach next year to 250,000. But if you are doing 200,000 this year, and you want to make 2 million next year, can you use back the same thing you do? Of course cannot. Correct. So you must understand, you cannot use back your own method. So I always tell my students, my platinum students, I always tell them that, even my staff, I say, you are making $1,500 a month. You want to make $1,800, you can be hardworking. But if you want to make 10,000 US dollar, can you do that the way that you are doing right now this work? Do you want 10,000 US dollar? 10,000 US dollar, your action will be different. Your mindset needs to be different. The way how you treat people also needs to be different. Am I right to say that?
Yes.
Yeah. So can you please let down your ego and listen to what I say and follow exactly 100% and report that to me so that I can coach you, I can guide you. I'm not your boss. I'm here to make your salary to 10,000 US dollars. Do you understand? That's what I normally tell the people. I'll teach you in KPI. It's KPI. You understand? And you are here to be a boss. You're not here to be a slave. I don't want a slave. Worlds change. You want to get outside? There's no roof. Being here, I'll give you roof. You shine. Go do it. It's different mindset. Do you understand? People like that way. People don't like bossing them what to do. You do not want a person who are not good at also. Why? Because the sole purpose of you being a boss is by being a boss, you can be free. You do not want to be a boss where all the people tie you down and you cannot leave the office. That is not a purpose of a boss. You understand? You want to become a boss that you then one day be free, don't need to go to office. If you don't trust me, if you don't believe me, you ask my people. 1 month, I only go to office maximum 3 times to 4 times. No more. No more than that. Because 1 week is 1 time. If I go to my office 4 times, means I have a problem. I have a problem. Because I always believed in one thing when I first started. Anything that you repeat in office for 5 times a week, turn it into SOP. You understand what I'm trying to say? Anything that you repeat 5 times a week, turn it into an SOP. Don't repeat that again. So when I turn it into an SOP, the new people come in, look at the SOP. You don't need to ask me this kind of question. There's a method how to do that. There's a way how to do that. There's a very smart way how to do that. Sometimes I look at it, one phone call, I say, checklist SOP. They will write it down. There are methods how you control this. You understand? So that's why I say we need traces. Why? Because your sole purpose of being in a business is not you being the hero. They be the hero. You be the king. They fight. You understand? You strategize. That is the method. For myself, I'm a little bit different because I teach. I have people that teach. I have people under me. Problem is, I like teaching. I still like teaching until one day I don't feel like teaching, then I'll stop. Because I want to create my own university, property university. So it's not the timing yet. Sometimes. So now, right now, I'm marrying the property university and doctrine together, doing something very different. That one is just not the right timing yet. Sometimes you need to understand. The old wisdom says sometimes you rush. The best way kung fu, how you fight the world is by patience and time. Patience and time. You need to wait for the right timing because the technology is still not yet there yet. So if you push too hard, you labor too hard. Wisdom. I'm still waiting for my time, not yet, but I'm enjoying teaching now. So that's why I say if you don't learn from me, I don't know who you can learn from. Seriously, I'm not joking. Because I have learned from many. Some I go, I say, what the fuck? The video look very good, but come to the class, look like shit. You know? I say, then I go another one. I say, what is how you teach? Oh my God. So, but it doesn't mean that I don't learn things from that. It's just that they are everywhere, teaching for the sake of teaching. I'm teaching for the sake of changing lives. I pull all these things together and put it inside here. So you don't learn from many teachers. You don't need. You learn from one teacher, the whole set, on the active and the passive. You understand this whole thing, then you go out and learn from other people. Why? Then you get some ideas. You can know how to put into the baskets. You get ideas with the baskets. You understand? My kung fu is in the Chinese word called "cup sing dai fa." How many of you understand that word? Have you watched a movie where, like, there's a evil villain, kung fu villain? Okay, he wants to fight all the good kung fu masters in the world, right? So he goes to places, and when he fight, he doesn't fight. When he fight, all the superpower come to his body. Then his hair become white, and then he died. So I suck all the superpower from other people. You understand? Yeah. What do you call that? It's called cutting, but the kung fu that suck other people's kung fu. You get that? So, but you need to create baskets. Because when you suck, that's a good idea. But that good idea, when it goes into your brain, you need to put it into a basket. Because that's what we call fundamentals. You need to understand fundamental pillars first. So when you suck, you know where to throw into the pillars. You understand? Or not, it will go to your subconscious mind only. You don't know how to pull it out. I teach this as well. Your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. When a problem comes to you, you are using your conscious mind. And then sometimes when you get the answer, it's actually from your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind only works 5%. The subconscious mind works 95%. Most of the things that you understand is actually your subconscious mind. Sometimes how many of you drive? Okay. How many of you like to drink? Is that alcohol? You enjoy alcohol. Okay, you enjoy. We are not alcoholic. I'm saying that you enjoy alcohol. Okay. How many of you enjoy alcohol? Sometimes it feels good. Raise your hand. Okay. How many of you drink alcohol? Sometimes not too much, but too much.
Too much.
Too much, not too much. Too much. Raise your hand. Okay. When you drink alcohol too much, then you need to go back home, and you don't know how you get back home. In the morning, you wake up, what the fuck, I'm back. But yesterday, how did I get back home? How many of you have that moment before? Raise your hand.
Most man.
Yeah. You see, when you drink alcohol, it kills your conscious mind. Your subconscious mind works. So when you are driving back, in actual fact, you are not using your conscious mind, you are using your subconscious mind. You just don't know. That's the brain. You need to understand brain as well. So I'm a teacher, I need to study this. I teach this in my DNA class. So you need to understand human capacity, human power. Then only with the knowledge you can actually use. So, in order for any human to perform at a higher level, their thinking is in baskets. They already have some strong fundamentals that is behind their brain. So whenever they pick up signals, they know how to store it into their baskets. Many people don't have baskets in their brain. You understand? So like this in business logic is baskets, is pillars. Once I form your pillars, then I will throw ideas at you. With that idea, you will go to your baskets. You understand? You will fall to your basket. So whenever there's a problem that surfaces out, you know which basket to come out. You understand? Yeah. You meditate the problem, you know the answer. You understand? That's how brain works. But first, you need to clean up your basket first. You need to set up basket first. Okay. So once you set up baskets, then you go out, you do this kung fu sucking thing. You understand? You understand? Oh, that's a good idea. Pop, go inside the basket. Oh, that's a good idea. Pop inside the basket. That's how I learn. I'm not smart. I just understand better. You understand? Yeah. So that's why fundamental is very, very important. I used to be very arrogant for your information. Before COVID, I used to be very arrogant. Because I just see that this is stupid. This is crazy. No, when you feel that it's stupid, I speak out. And sometimes people don't speak out. They say, okay, that's stupid. Correct. Because you offend other people. In 2007, 2016, 2017, 2018, I am not like that. I say this is completely stupid. I would say that to a person. I'm very not a nice guy. Because I am so arrogant, because my knowledge is in my head so much that I just say like that. But honestly, it's not nice to say that. I don't know. In 2018 and 17 and 18, you'd be surprised. I made 9 million cash. 9 million US dollar cash. 1%. Not even talking about other people. Yeah. So at that time I was very arrogant. Very, very not good. Only through the COVID 2030 and 21 get the best version of me. Because I learned something. I go and study brain, I go and study relationship, I go and study people, human being. Then I become human again. Yeah. So, but what I'm trying to impress upon you is not to talk about how good I am. I'm just telling you, I just want to let you know that don't stop learning. Learning can change your life. You just need to understand that. Because if you continue, stay inside a room, praying to God, God will open a door. That door is right now today. You are here.
You're God.
You understand?
Good life.
God will not speak to you directly.
Super cell.
God will not speak to you directly. How can God talk to you? You
Yeah.
understand? You understand? Yeah.
Boss are talking English.
So now, yeah. Yeah. Now, yeah, you might feel that. How many of you feel that shit? Teacher is selling. Is that? I'm not selling. I'm giving you value.
Yes. Higher class.
Write this thing down. Money comes in by default when value is exchanged.
Yes.
Money comes in by default when value is exchanged. When value is exchanged, is two parties agreeing on one thing. Money comes in by default. You must understand.
Dành cho tay em.
So don't chase the money, chase the value. Understand? Yeah. Be in your business, chase the value, don't chase the money. Money is the byproduct of a value that exchange. So only you understand that, you become different from the market. The way how you treat people is also will be different. When you understand that. Understand that? Yeah. So that's why I say, I'm not selling. I'm not selling. I'm telling you the value. It's true. It is true. Look at the testimonial. Go and check my Facebook. See how many people change their lives. Go and see. I know. I have very poor people coming in, become very rich. I'm not joking. I have one, seriously, I swear to God, I'm not joking with you. I have one, cannot even buy milk powder for the children. He go and beg client to come to the class. Client allowed her to come with a condition, with some conditions. Right? He borrowed money from the neighbor, oh my God, to come to my class. After 1 year, 1.5 years, we are in constant because he's my platinum. Then he make money, quietly make money. And then he called like one day. And he said, can I come to teacher's house in the Chinese New Year so that I can bring my family, he bought a family to come to his house. He said that. So fair enough, Chinese New Year, he drove his family to come to my house. Another 2 years, call me up again, call the line up again. Can I drive my Rolls Royce to come to your house? Yeah. I'm not joking. That is how confident the value that I give. Many people change. Many people change. My office is showered with gifts because they know I like alcohol. So like whiskey, brandy, wine, all brings to my office. My office is constant supply of liquor. Yeah, like a bar. So that's what I say. So I hope you understand. In actual fact, you don't need money to make money. So you just need to give value. By me saying that, you know, what he said is true. It's very difficult for you to buy property without money. He says it's true. Yeah. So how do you actually do that? So one is that active income side, one is the passive. You can do, this is a formula which I teach in the class, but I will show you what is wealth actually. I don't teach this in the normal class, but since you guys like business so much, then I will share a little bit more. You see, the whole purpose of us in life is to exit. I teach you already exit. So you come down here, you make money, yes? Good. If you have extra money, then you put here, correct? Okay, so you work like that. This is very normal to start off. But your whole objective is not to stop here only. Because in order for you to exit this, you need to do this. Open another account. What do you mean by that? You turn this into this. You turn your active into passive by creating SOP, business model, all this people and then make it into passive. So we call this active, passive. Make your business into a passive mode. You understand? Business is actually active. How to make it passive is through system. You understand? How to do that? This is your answer, my friends. PMPSV. You understand? You complete this cycle. Okay. Once you complete this cycle, with this passive, you will make money to put in here. No longer you're active here. You take care of here, let the people work the money here. You understand? And constantly buy Patumsan. You don't stop there. Because of Patumsan, you need to have this route 3 plus 1. You need to have, when you have more properties, what will happen? This is a passive income. How do you turn a passive, because there are many properties, into a business? Then it becomes passive, active. You understand now? Turn into a hotel, turn into a hostel, turn it into a homestay, turn it into a Airbnb, and then add value to a factory, can turn it into a futsal, a badminton court. You can do a lot of crazy stuff. So that becomes a business. Oh my God. You understand? That is only then you come to the final stage, passive. That is where you exit. This is the way. You understand? This is higher level thinking. So we are always in a rat race that cannot finish. But if you understand this, your rat race, you're out. How long? I don't know, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? Good. Because you got how many 10 years you have to make? Can you make money? 40, 10 years. You don't tell me that you want to work at 60 years old. Okay? You are not supposed to work at 60 years old. Enough. So 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60. You got 40 years. That's it. Done. How long you need to complete this cycle? Finish it up. Get out. You understand? This is higher level thinking. You understand? But it's simple, right? It's wisdom. Wisdom. Things are complicated, cannot be performed. It's only nice to know. The more simpler it is, the better it is. You don't need complicated things. At the strategic level, you need to have clarity in mind. You understand? At the strategic level. How to do it? That is at the tactical level. Do you understand? Tactical level, you need to know how to do it. I'm a very tactical person. I don't only talk, I do. I share with you step by step how to do it. All in my class on the active side. Step by step. Very clear. I can guarantee you that. I give very clear instruction. How to do that? There's a method. So within very clear instruction, written, drawn, videoed, I leave traces. My people will come in and leave. So at first I work on a tactical level, then I go on strategic level. Because the tactical level, you need to leave traces for people to follow. You cannot not leave traces. Because if you do not leave traces, you will always at the tactical level. You need to understand how to create that bottom level SOPs, methodology, training, education. You need to finish up that one first, then only you move up. That's how people do it. Understand? Yeah. Because you start the business without much resources. You need to build it first. This is like we say, just like those tycoons. They actually work first. And then understanding the thing, they get the key people to help them to build up. And with SOP, next one they build up. It's how they do it. See? So this is how you get out from the rat race. Okay. Robert is also, you know Robert Kiyosaki, right? He's my friend. You know, he only teach this and balance sheet. Stop. Right? I teach this. See, you understand? Yeah. People understand. People get inspired by him by teaching very simple thing and very good thing. Because simple is good. Right? For me, I like a little bit more advanced, but simple as well. You understand? So first, make money. Very simple. Make money. Build. At the same time, build portfolio. Get the right people. Turn it into SOP by using PMTSD, and then active become passive. Your active become passive because your company now become passive without you. And then they will generate the money, the 3 plus 1, see the red dot, they will generate the money because you leave traces. The money will go now to passive without you working on the passive. You understand now? So when that comes, alright, this money will grow. They will buy more and buy more and buy more and turn this passive into active, become a business in property. Right? And then it will then let you get out. So now you get out and then the cycle continue. Do you understand? So you get out, the cycle continue. You get out, the cycle continue. That is where your company is of value, V. That is the MPS V. You understand? And let them run and you buy asset, the company. One day you don't want, no people want your business, fine. I don't want the business anyway, the property is already there. Close shop, refinance it, give to all your red dot, ask them to go back home to their hometown. Plant durian, whatever you want. You understand? That's something? Yeah? That's that. Not difficult. Learn something? Yeah. How many of you enjoy this morning session? Good question. Yeah? Yeah. So this kind of stuff, people don't teach, people don't understand. Okay? But you understand because you know 3 plus 1 now. Yes? Yeah. So now the thing is like this. When you have a 3 plus 1, okay, I give you a little bit more in there, alright? Because she asked in the morning just now. Okay? Okay, she asked in the morning just now. Okay, when you have a 3 plus 1, right? What happened is in your active business you have 3 people, yes? That is making money for you. 3 plus 1, the same, huh? So you have 3 people working for you. Okay. So you have 3 people working for you. What you need to do now is to reward them. So how do you reward them? Okay. You reward them by using 2 parts. One is what we call profit sharing. Another one is called equity sharing. Okay. So profit sharing and equity sharing. Okay. When they hit their business forecast of 5 years, you give them profit. Right? But that profit is also possible for them to buy a house. Okay. We will reserve some part of the profit for them to buy a house. Okay. So that is how we control and make them happy in the company. You understand? There's profit sharing. Then, with that as well, the equity sharing, normally what we do, this is the company, we open up another investment holding company, we put these 3 persons inside, hold you are the company, you hold this, and then that 3 person hold 10%. That's how you do it. You understand? You open another company, you understand? And then this company buy an asset. That's how you do it. You understand? You don't buy an asset based on here. You buy an asset based on here, you give them share, all the profit you are sharing with them. Understand? Hello? You open an investment holding company, and this investment holding buy, you hold the share. The company owns 70, 10. Do you understand? Okay. And if they do not hit the target, -2. Don't hit the target, -2. Will they hit the target? Hello? I minus off. I give you first, I will minus off. You will be painful. I don't make you work for it. I give you first. You don't work for it, I minus. That's even more painful than giving you. I teach this in KPI. There are even more things. This is just a tip. Sorry, I'm telling again. You understand? You see, yeah.
Nhưng mà cổ phần công ty bất động sản đó rồi mua bất
What
động
age
sản
can
đó
join my
là
class? Okay,
tỷ lệ
if
cổ
she
phần
says,
theo của công
now
ty
she's
đó.
interested in the class now.
Đó là tài sản.
So, my youngest is 14 years old. My youngest one. That 14-year-old boy, oh my goodness, he is smart. Right? My daughter is 18, 117. That time also joined my class. Right? My daughter right now do not move. My daughter right now cannot understand working anymore. But she said, I want to work in because my elder daughter, she loves jewelry.
Ý em nói thành lập bộ phận nhưng mà bài
Okay.
sản liên quan đến
My younger daughter, she loves bakery.
chuyển viện, nói chung liên cổ
Right.
công ty sử dụng các
Most of the my relatives
việc vận hành nó khó.
always ask them, why don't you want to become a doctor or a lawyer or the architect like your daddy become an interior designer? Why you go in bakery, painting? Why you want to do all that? So this is what we call ikigai. You know what's ikigai? Okay. I have a different version of ikigai. Okay. There's 4 quadrants only in my ikigai. So I teach that in another class. Some people, they don't understand who they are. You need to understand who you are first. My daughter understands who is she. So she works on it. So she came to the class and then she said, Daddy, I want to go to work. Oh. She said, I want to go to work to understand how big company works. Then only I come out. I now understand, she said. You see, many young people, they come out, they immediately go to work. That is the most stupidest thing you ever can do. That's the most stupid thing you can do. You see, in the world, things are already created. You do not need to recreate things that is created. You understand what I'm trying to say? She likes jewelry. She will go to a jewelry company, very big one, to learn all their system. And then she will go few companies to work, then only come out. Does it make sense? Yeah. But many people are not like that. They say when I'm 21, I want to be a boss because my father, mother got money. Oh my God, that is the worst thing you can do. Am I right to say that? But you cannot force upon the children. You cannot force upon them. They need to understand and they want it. My daughter, my younger one, bakery, she also do coffee roasting. She likes to, the coffee when you can pull teddy bear, you know, yeah, the cream, you can do a lot of funny stuff. She likes bakery, she likes to bake cake, and then do a lot of funny things. Very talented. She's only like 19 now, 18, yeah, 18, just turned 18. Yeah, next month she's turning 18. Yeah, June, she's turning 18. So, but she said, Daddy, I want to go to Starbucks and work. Oh. Because Starbucks got system. She wants to work few places. In Malaysia, we have few good ones. So then she wants to go to bakery shop to work, big bakery shops, to understand their SOP. Smart, huh? Smart. Yeah. I didn't taught her. She understands the importance of system. She understands the importance of not being in the business. So the wheel is already round. You do not need to tell people that you need an octagon shape of a wheel to run faster. That is stupid. You just need to design the tread of the tire to run faster. You don't need to design the whole wheel. Do you understand? You understand? Yeah. So you go into companies to copy their business model and you make them obsolete. That is how you become successful. Yeah. Now, it might feel that you are a very unethical person. No, we are going inside there to solve a society's problem and complaints. I am going into the market to solve something that is not solved in the industry. Therefore, I don't need to waste my time 10 years doing unnecessary things because there's already people doing it. So understand how they do it and make it better. That is logic, but people don't even use logic nowadays. Understand? This is what I teach in the class. Understand? So then, once you understand that concept first, then you understand how to make it happen. Because many people are they teach very strategic. But their strategic is not one whole set. It's just portion by portion because they probably copy from someplace else. I copy from someplace else, but I give you the full version of it. And then, many people, when they are teaching strategy, they do not do tactical. You can be very strategic, you go back office, you talk tactical to your people, you talk strategic to your people will ask you one question, how to do. And then you say, like that lah, you don't know You say, boss come, you do? I don't know how to do. You understand? So normally when people, especially bosses, they go to class, what happens? They go back to their office, they use machine gun. Because they already go inside 3-day class, their mind is already all with water and air. They pump with water and air. So they go back office, they feel all their office people are stupid. How many of you understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. You go to classes, then you go back office, you see all of them are stupid. You're like, what the fuck? You go to office, then come and scold me. Yeah. You go to class, you become smarter, you come to office and you scold me. So the purpose of you hiring us is you being very smart, scolding me. So I get your salary to be scolded. So that you feel good that I'm stupid, you are smart. Is it? You understand? You hire a bunch of people, you scold them stupid. And then you pay money to them because they are stupid. It doesn't make sense, right? Correct. It don't make sense at all. So it means to say you are hiring people for you to feel good. Because they are stupid and you look smart. So you feel good, is it? Does it make sense? Yeah. It's not like that. Business is not like that. But many, no logic. You understand? Cannot say they are stupid though. Just say that there is no logic. The business is not run like that. Understand? Okay. How many of you is funny but it's true? Yes? It's funny but it's true. Very true, yes. So when you go to classes, you have to make sure that the student know how to do it at the technical level. My students know how to do it at the technical level so that they can step by step do it. Tell them the logic how to do it. No one is better than you in running your own business. No one. It is you. So you do not and cannot rely on them. How to actually do the work to show it to them so that you can leave traces for them to follow. That is the key. Leave traces. No one can do the thing better than you. But the problem is, when you do it, you don't leave traces and you scold that person stupid. You understand? When you're doing it, okay, and then you get up from doing it, you say, follow me. They don't know how to follow, you say that person stupid. And then you say all the things I do, you all go back. That's terrible. So you're paying money for them to go back. I just don't understand. How many, sad to say, how many of you feel that that is the real thing that is happening? Yes? Yeah, there's a real thing that is happening. Now, coming back. Okay. So is this good information? Yeah, correct. So that is why I say this class is talking about property entrepreneurship. I didn't say it's a property investment class. Because property investment class, you buy the property, you are stressed forever. You buy the property, you are stressed forever. Am I right to say that? So you buy. The teacher teaches you to buy. You go and buy. You don't buy, never mind. You buy, you die. Because you need to pay the installment. So you do not have the higher level thinking that the installment is actually good for you. That debt is good for you. And then you buy, you feel stressed. You don't know even why you buy, but you see people make money, you buy, and you stress. You understand? And you feel, my life is miserable. No, you do not look at future. If you understand future, your life will not be miserable. Do you understand? If you understand how the method works, your life will not be miserable. Yes, I will hold it. I am painful. I am sad. I feel lonely. But after 10 years, I'll be someone. You understand? Yeah. Then you understand, okay, it's worth the struggle. It's worth the pain. It's worth being lonely. No people understand me. It's worth all that. Do you understand? Because walking your way yourself is a lonely journey. No people will help you. That is a fair statement. And do not expect help. Everybody has their own problem. They help you, you just be grateful. Or not, they owe you nothing. You have to walk the road yourself. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. So please understand. Please understand. Please understand that I want you all to be good. This is just not learning. I'm reframing all your subconscious. Do you understand or not? You coming into this class, I'm reframing your subconscious because I'm a teacher, I understand. So that's why I have morning session like this. Morning session. Because this morning you are clear. So I put some reframing to your mind. You understand? Yeah. Because then you will now understand that property is a different game. It's totally different. Understand that? Yeah. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay? So I truly want to let you all know is that do not treat property. I close this session with this. Okay? Do not treat property as an investment. You will get tired. Treat property as a business. Then it's worth your time. You understand or not? Especially employees. You understand? Especially employees. You say, I'm working for people. No, you're working for people, but you have another business. That's property business. You understand? Hello? So continue working for people and make that person that you are working be very rich because you will also be very well rewarded. Do you understand? Because you do not need to actually reinvent the whole resources again. Use their resources, make them rich. Do you understand or not? Hello? Yeah. Make them rich. Employee, understand that? Make them rich. Yeah. Use their resources, make them rich. While having another business that is called a property business. Do you understand? That is to build your V, value, so that you can exit. The business is not yours. The active, the one that you are working, your employment is not yours. You are making the boss rich. The byproduct is your active income. You use that to build your V. Similarly, you will also can exit. Do you understand now? Hello? So don't tell me if you are working, you ask me whether, teacher, is this class suitable for me or not? I tell you to go and borrow money from the boss. Come to my class. Understand? Make your boss free. by you understanding how to run a business, not your money, but other people's money. You help them to run their business. You understand or not? Help them to be wealthy. Right? Use their resources. After all, anything go wrong, it's their problem. Understand? 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 Anything go wrong, their problem. I tried. You fire me, okay, I'll go to another one. Let's try it. This round, I know what's my mistake there. You understand? If you fire me, then I'll move along with one more. Understand? So you get your very sharp. Yeah, you understand? Get very sharp. Then suddenly you become like a lion. Now, go very sharp. So she get a Rolex. She get a house. You know? She got offered in Malaysia with her driver. Understand? Yeah. So why? She's good. She made me tens of million US dollars, you know. Why? I give her a little bit. Some people are married to a husband for 30 years old don't have a Rolex. Agree? Yeah. So women, you too. Go and make someone rich. Understand? You are not a housewife. You are much more capable than men. It's just that you are not knowledgeable. Don't need to use muscle. In this world life, you use muscle is stupid. You use what? You use your brain. You understand? Brain power is much more superior. Of course, muscle is brain or not in life. Yeah. So keep yourself healthy, but use more brain. You understand? Yeah. Women, remember what I say. You are not weak. You are not weak. You can be better than women, men. Because men, move high by you. When they drink, the two leg don't work. Yes? Two leg don't work.
Two head don't work.
When I tell this kind of joke, what is happening to me? I'm tired. Okay, tired. Hey, it's not easy, you know. I fly here from morning and evening, here morning and evening. You know, I have my partners that I have to meeting. So nighttime I coach them. Nighttime I still coaching them. While drinking, I coach them. Yes. Hey, if you look at my Facebook, I'm live. Go and view my Facebook live. Follow me. When I drink, I talk business. I teach. So my life, normally, my meeting time is my office. Okay, I'll tell you one story first before I start. This is a very good story. You want to listen? It's a very good story. You want, huh? Yeah. It's a very good story. It just came into my mind. It's a very, very good story. Okay. How to become a boss. You want to learn? This story is a very good story. But you use it carefully. Don't simply use. Okay? If you want to use it better, then come to my class. But anyway. Many years back, I'm an interior designer. I have an architect, right? He's a very good mentor. Very good. So I see his progression. I'm 46, he's right now almost 60. So he's much older than me. So this is around me 30 years old. I can't remember 29 or 30. I can't remember. It's around that. So it's 10 over years back. Okay. So I saw his progress from a not very rich person become very rich. How he become very rich is he always go to a mountain, a small hill. That hill is an Indian god. It's an Indian god. So in a week, at least 3 times, he will climb up. I always follow him. So going up 35 to 40 minutes, we go up here. So we will change around 5 o'clock, we will go up, we reach there around 6. Right? Then he will go and pray, after that he come down. Then after that we go for beer. Normally just the routine, me and him. So one day, after many years, he become very successful. He is now even. He's even bigger now. He become very successful. So one day he called me up. He said, Adrian, come, let's go for happy hour drinking. At that time it was at 4 o'clock he called me. He said, I'll meet you 4:30. I said, no problem. So I got there at 5:30. So I got there at 5:30. I sat at the door. I said, sorry, I'm late. He didn't look at me. He was looking at his handphone. So that's it. Brother, cheers. He said, you drink first. So he was looking at his handphone. Then he put his handphone down. He said, Adrian, I think I have a problem. I said, what? This is true conversation. He said like that. He said, Adrian, I think I have a problem. I said, what? He said, I feel very bad. I said, why? He said, you know, I remember that I said that I like to go to we always go to the temple and pray. And I think the God has been very kind to me. Because of him, I'm so rich. But today, because I'm rich, I'm busy. So I don't have time to go uphill. I feel very bad. Because last time when I had no money, I always go. But when I have money, I don't go. So I feel very bad. I said, if that's the case, my friend, let's go tomorrow. Be quiet. I said, we'll see. Let's see how. We continue playing this piano. So I was like, shit, what is he trying to do? So then while he's drinking, then he do this. He put his glass. I got a solution, he said. I said, huh? This is what I will do. Tomorrow, I will hire 10 Indians. I will hire 10 Indians to go up the hill and carry the God. Come down here.
All right.
I will pray.
In the office.
Then I will ask the 10 Indians to bring up to the hill.
Return.
Because I have money.
Yes.
So I must know how to use my money.
Yes.
So what the fuck? You see, Adrian, if you are ever late again, let me tell you this. Don't come and see me again. I've seen you for so many years. You are busy, 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 busy. Here am I, nothing to do, waiting for you. You think my time is rubbish? You said that, you know? I said, yeah. He said, Adrian, you are a boss. You are not supposed to do work. Hit me, you know, seriously, very hard. Busy, 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 busy. Because of that, now I'm not like that anymore. You see, bosses, how many of you sometimes you need to go to office early in the morning to have a meeting? How many of you are like that? Raise your hand. Yeah. And then when you do that, you get in the jam, yes?
Yes.
Because of the jam, you have to wake up earlier, yes?
Yes.
Wrong! You are paying them. They should come to your house. Do you understand? Meeting is just in the office. Why should I go there? They come to my morning early breakfast restaurant. Sit down with me and eat breakfast and let's have meeting. I don't need to travel there. You come here at my breakfast area. Yeah. And then sometimes you can go online, but sometimes we need to see each other. Yeah. I mean, you get those days. You come here, I meet you, then can go. You understand? That's how you use your time. You don't go there as an employee. You're a boss. You pay them. What the fuck? You understand? That's the reason why. That's the reason why normally 11:30 I'm already in a restaurant at my area that I stay. 11:30. So I will sit in the restaurant because I know the restaurant owner because I always there. So I will sit in the restaurant, I will ask my people one by one to come. When I first started, okay, I just want them to trigger in their mind. I asked them to bring the whiteboard and put it in the van, bring it into the restaurant. I'm not joking with you. You can ask my people. Purposely. I said, I'm not supposed to be in the office. I already leave all my SOP in the office. You come here. Bring the whiteboard. I need 2 pieces. I like to write, I like to write. Because all business is an education business. If you do not do education, your people will forever be lazy. You as a business owner, you are not supposed to be a worker. You're supposed to be a teacher to empower them to do better things in the office so that all of us make money. You are a teacher. All of us is a teacher. Then only you can be free. But you have to do the hard work first. You understand? You have to do the hard work first. So, like normally, when I want a meeting, all right, I will ask my worker. I will say, come to my house. I'm going to the airport. So you come to my house. My airport is 45 minutes. We'll have the meeting in the car. I reach the airport, I will fly. They will come back, they go back to office. I want to see you. I don't need to be in the office, then travel to the airport. That's not me. It's my time. That's how I leverage my time. Some even, I already bought you a ticket. Because I know he needs to be in office. So I say, you don't need to go to office. You follow me. You follow me. I bought you a ticket. So I bought a ticket. You fly there with me, 1 hour there. I meet, then you fly back. I stay there. You understand? Yeah. So that is the Indian God story.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not about disrespectful of God. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just telling you a story that you can remember. You understand? And that story is a true story, let me tell you. Of course, I add a little bit of salt and sugar. But that's a true story. I felt very useless at that time. I say, shit, how do I manage my time? You understand? So we are so impractical, sometimes we cannot even breathe. Correct? So how to get out from the situation? Very simple. Start leaving traces and start teaching. That is the way how we get out from the situation. Leaving traces. Whatever you repeat 5 times in a week, you make it into a SOP. Start leaving traces. Understand? So if you want to learn all this, consider Fatima. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, now come. Okay. So let me consolidate all the things that we learned these 2 days. Okay? Let me consolidate it all. This is the reason why we learned these 2 days. This chart. Okay. So this chart looks very simple. Okay? But it is the summary. It's okay, don't need to take photo first. Let me finish up, then you take photos. Okay? No worries. Okay. I want you to enjoy this session because I want you to understand how Adrian's brain works. Because we have learned so much things. How to consolidate everything into one picture so that we can understand. right? How to consolidate the one picture. Okay, so for me, my learning is always like that. I summarize it in the picture so you're clearer. Why? It goes to your subconscious. That's why. You don't know. And then it goes to your subconscious. So you look at the picture. Like, for example, if I ask you to close your eyes, I say, you open the door, what is at your 1 o'clock? What do you see at your 1 o'clock in your home? You will remember that. Yes? What will you see at 10 o'clock at your home? You will remember that. Correct? Why? It's because you remember picture. You understand? Yeah. So that is the same thing. It's teaching modalities. I teach differently. So, in order for us to understand these 2 days, this is a picture I want you to understand now. Okay? So, if I tell you stories, and you will gel everything together, and you will form all the image together. So, when I see a property, I will look into the first year, 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years. Why not 7 years? For 7 years, I don't know what will happen. Normally, we know things what will happen in the first 3 to 5 years. We roughly can guess. And then after that, we don't know. But 10 years, we can think about it. But 7 years is too late. So that's the reason why I put there 1, 3, 5, and 10. So when I buy a property, this is how I look at a property. I don't need a lot of information. Right? I don't need a lot of information, but I need a picture in my mind. Okay? Darling, if possible, don't be caught. Thank you. Now, when I look at things, I need to see in one picture. So this is the example. Let's say this is the property, 150,000. Okay, 150,000. Assuming, I'm just assuming, the rental there is 1,150 US dollars. Assuming, I'm just assuming, yeah? Later on I'll tell you why. So if it's $1,150, means to say, I can cover my installment, yes? I can cover my installment. Okay. Now, you understand what I'm saying. Then, I will look at it. I'm buying 10% below market price from the bank value. Okay. So these are the things that I form in my mental, my brain. Okay, now, look at the rental price, 9% ROI. That is what I feel the area there, the EQ. But in natural fact, it's not 9. You can put that 6. But 9%, what is the magic number at 9%? 8% is 130, yes? 9% is 100 and 9% is at 133. 8% is 150. Right? 9% is 130, yeah? Okay, 130. Okay, 130. Fine. So if it's 6%, what? 200. So means to say 6%, 150 is 750. Yes? Hello? Correct? Because 150 divided by 200, there's 6%. That is 750. You understand? Hello? Understand? It's not difficult? Not difficult, huh? Good. So if 9%, I'll put at 9. If 6% rental EQ, I'll put at 750. Do you understand now? Okay. You can trace the current rental EQ there. Understand? Hello? Hello? Understand? Huh? No problem, huh? Okay, good. So the key is rental market price EQ. Okay, you know, change that into 6 and then 750 and then rental EQ. Later on, right? No rush. So, understand so far? Now, if the rental EQ is at 4%, how much would that be? You divide by 300. Therefore, it's 300 US dollars. You understand now? So things are very fast. You are very good already. So you understand. Okay, rental EQ. Okay. So based on rental EQ, listen carefully what I said. Based on rental EQ, I will multiply that into 2. Do you understand? At 10 years. Alright? If you want to put it at 7 years, it's your choice. Put it at 10 years. I'm assuming the market is inflated at 7%. Understand so far? Understand? Not difficult, huh? Now, this is the key. See, a lot of people, when they buy property 150,000, they say in 10 years, it will go to 300,000. That is not right. Because you don't factor in supply and demand. When you factor in supply and demand, you look at rental. You do not look at the property price. Do you understand? So if the rental EQ at that area is 6%, that is 750. 10 years after that is 1,500. Yeah, 1,500. Do you understand? Hello? Okay. When that is 1,500, then you multiply 200. It becomes 300,000. Do you understand now? So, yeah. In this case, it's also the same because the magic number is 130, it's not 200. Do you understand now? This is how powerful this is. So in any current state, when I go to a place, I will not guess the property price after 10 years. I will guess the rental 10 years. Do you understand now? This is very, very important. Understanding this, you are a professional. Do you understand? Yeah. So what's the moral of the story? The moral of the story is property price do not dictate rental. Rental dictates property price. Understand? Property price do not dictate rental. Rental dictates property price. That is a fundamental. Because property, if you are in a bullish market, it does not reflect the true rental. Do you understand? Hello? Yeah. So that is very important. So we only trust rental. Why? Because people buy property because of ROI. People buy property not because of price. Do you understand? If you buy the price, at 10 years, right? If the property price sell at 350,000 is overpriced. Do you understand? Based on the rental EQ. Understand? Learn something? Yeah. So people buy based on ROI. People don't buy because they like the property. You got it wrong. You like the property is emotional investment. It's not the right thing to do. Do you understand? Hello? So now I want you to understand this. Whenever you buy a property, you ask the current market rental price there. And then you check with the property price there. When you have the property price divided by the rental price, you will get the rental EQ. Do you understand? Understand? But you cannot, when you ask, you need to compare apple to apple. You cannot compare apple to orange. You cannot compare a 3-bedroom with a 2-bedroom. You cannot compare like that. Do you understand? So you need to have average. Do you understand? Yeah? So you need to compare with few projects. Do you understand? Okay, so what is the current 2-bedroom price there? What is the current 3-bedroom price there? Similarly, roughly like this. You cannot compare apple to orange or apple to grapes. You cannot compare like that. Understand? So if that is reflecting the true value, then you double it. right? And then it will get back double. The inflation is inflated at 7%, therefore 10 years it doubles. Understand? Okay. So what's good? And then I need to ask myself, can the property, in this case we use 9%, okay? So you get what I mean. So can, after 3 years, the property price increase to 1,350? Then you ask. You understand? Now? Because if can, then 1,350 multiplied by 130, it will go to 190,000. That is where you see the capital gain. Do you understand? Hello? Because people buy on ROI. Then, okay, and then with that we say, oh no, because there's a ripple effect. Okay, there's ripple coming in. Oh, there are new launching. Right? So their price per square meter will be higher than mine. So when they get the key, they need to rent it at higher because they need to cover their installment. So my one is I buy first, so it will go up a little bit. I can raise my rental a little bit. You understand now? Hello? You need to justify using the 30 effects. Understand now? Yeah, that is where the 30 effect yesterday came in. Okay, the first day I teach you about 133, remember? It's a magic number, remember? Now you know how to use magic number now. You understand? Now you know how to use magic number. Okay. The second day I teach you 13 effects. Now you know how to use 13 effects. You understand now? So you have the tool set to understand things. So then you ask yourself, after 5 years, can it be 1,700? Why? Oh, because I know there's a shopping mall. It's going to be a big black hole coming in. Oh, the vibration will be higher now. Right now, 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock, I can feel traffic jam. You understand? But after 5th year, I know because the shopping mall is up. You understand? So I can raise because there's many more other units coming up. So I buy first. So when the new unit they are selling per square meter higher. So when the per square meter higher, when they get the key, they need to rent it at a higher price. So it's so high that I think my unit I raise another $100 is not too much. I think I can do it. Oh, understand now? Yeah. So you need to actually make justification yourself using the 30 effects. Understand? It's all about feelings. Understand? So then, after 10 years, for sure, because not only the area is done, but the metro line is already up. Yeah. Understand? You probably might not know what happened to the metro line now. You don't know. But in 10 years, I'm very sure the metro line will be up. Yeah? So now you can guesstimate it. Understand? You guess and estimate it. Understand? Learn something? Okay. So these are the summary of the 2 days. Understand? It's a summary of what we learned on a technical ground 2 days. If a person were to look like that, they say, you come here to learn all this only? Yeah, you come here to learn only this. But we learn very deep. Do you understand?
Yes.
How to even get a loan. Understand? Hello?
Yes, understand.
Yeah,
Understood.
very good. So this is why we learn what we learned these 2 days. Hope you all are happy. Yeah. Done? Okay, good.
Cái gì
So
gì?
now,
Giá cho thuê trên giá bất động sản nó ra
Okay.
cái chỉ số R
okay, good.
Rồi
Now,
qua.
Bằng
I will
ROA
open to
đó.
the floor. Any question and answer? Any questions? If you have, you can ask now in the summary. All right. Mic there first, then second one here. Mic there first, wait first, okay? First my mic. Okay. First mic. Okay. Okay, speak. Okay.
Alo,
Yeah.
alo em chào thầy. Em muốn hỏi thầy một chút là để em hiểu rõ hơn là cái cách xác định cái vòng đời của sản phẩm để mình có thể quyết định là ra sản phẩm đó tại thời điểm nào để tối đa hóa cái lợi nhuận ạ và giảm thiểu được cái rủi ro ạ.
You are a developer? Are you a developer?
Không, em chỉ là cá nhân có mua bất động sản từ cái thu nhập mà chủ động của mình thôi ạ.
Okay. Can you be more precise in the question you asked?
Tức là em đã có mua một vài bất động sản nhưng mà em không biết là xác định thời điểm nào em có thể bán ạ. Tức là đã có lợi nhuận rồi nhưng em không biết là tại thời điểm nào thì cái vòng đời sản phẩm nó là tối ưu nhất cái lợi nhuận của mình ạ.
Okay. When is the life cycle optimal? Okay. Okay. When to sell? This is a bit technical because I need to use the calculator. But when to sell? Using the 30 effects, easier to say, when to sell is where your rental cannot go up. You are struggling to get the rental up. Because when the rental don't go up, your capital gain is almost no strength in the capital gain. Because there's a shorter way of explaining things. Your rental cannot go up. Okay? Does it make sense? Okay. Now, when the rental cannot go up, what happens is you will feel that the vibration in the area is getting bigger. You will feel the vibration is getting bigger. For example, people are moving out, people are poorer and poorer there, or the condition of the area there is bad. Poor people coming in more, lousy, not a good seat. People coming in, you will see that coming in. Like for information, like even Malaysia, there's one that like it's always a cycle where a shop house area very good in Malaysia. I don't know about here. In Malaysia, shop house very good. So all the business people will hire a lot of foreign workers, Indonesian, Vietnamese, all these foreign workers. So at first the seat is Chinese seat, but because the business is so good, business owner hire a lot of foreign workers. Then the area becomes foreign worker area. Now the foreign worker is staying nearby. Then the Chinese people don't like to stay with the foreign workers. So what happened? They will slowly move out. So the vibration in the area there becomes slowly down. And then you can see the rental there is not as high as last time because people are moving out. You can feel that. Okay, so to answer that question, there's many angles because it's quite general. But to give you a quick answer on that because you are studying, it's because of rental cannot move out. When you see the rental is not strong anymore, the price movement of the rental is not strong anymore, there's probably a time when you want to actually switch your property investment. So you offload to onload new things. Because you offload to onload a new property that will be inflated at a higher rate. You understand? So when you onload doesn't mean that you sell, you take some of the money to buy other things. No. You sell and you put the whole money to another new property. You understand? And let it grow again. That's what I mean. Does it answer your question? Yeah?
Dạ vâng, cảm ơn thầy ạ.
Yeah. So I mean, like, there's very lengthy explanation if you want. Then I need to come up with a calculator. I will show you a lot of things, but again, there's so many things I can teach. It's just that I teach you the important part. And then you will also have this what we call time where you can do question and answer. We will do it in Zoom. Right? We'll do it in Zoom. So you all of you. Okay, so you have questions, you can give it to the developer. They'll answer you there, so you can see a different angle how I answer things, but not in class like this because we have learning models. So I need to finish the model, or not your basic foundation is not strong. So I need to give you the foundation. You are able to do this. Okay? Thank you very much. All right, who else? Okay. So how now? If you ask general question, too general, I think we leave it at some time. But if possible, ask question about this, something like this. Okay? Anyone? Okay. So okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, done. Okay. So he take first. He take first. He take first. Then you take first. Then you take first. Then you take first. Okay. Then good. So it's done. That guy first. That guy first. Come. Take up. Go ahead.
Đầu tiên là alo. Cảm ơn thầy đã cung cấp rất nhiều kiến thức trong 2 ngày vừa qua. Và alo. Biết chưa bật cái này. Alo.
You help the client first and then only give the money.
Alo.
Yes.
Alo.
Okay.
Đầu tiên thì cảm ơn thầy đã cung cấp rất nhiều kiến thức bổ ích trong 2 cái ngày vừa qua. Tôi có 2 câu hỏi. Câu hỏi đầu tiên là cái công thức để mà định giá bất động sản. Đấy là câu hỏi đầu tiên. Câu hỏi thứ hai là hiện tại ấy thì tình hình lạm phát.
What formula? Okay. What formula to evaluate the price of a property? ROI. The formula to evaluate is rental. Because rental dictates property price. Property price do not dictate rental. That's the answer. Okay. The next one.
Câu hỏi thứ hai là hiện tại ấy thì là đang ở cái giai đoạn là lạm phát, và không phải là lạm phát bình thường mà là siêu lạm phát do rất nhiều vấn đề về chiến tranh, về tắc nghẽn nguồn cung. Và khi lạm phát xảy ra thì đương nhiên là cái lãi suất ngân hàng để mà cho vay sẽ tăng lên, và đồng thời nó sẽ dẫn đến cái suy thoái kinh tế, và cái người vay mình sẽ không thể chuyển cái chi phí đấy sang cho người cho thuê nhà được. Tại vì khi kinh tế suy thoái thì nguồn thu sẽ bị giảm. Thế thì giai đoạn này là cái giai đoạn mà mình có thể là quyết định mua bất động sản được hay không, hay là mình sẽ phải chờ thêm?
Yeah, I think that's a very good question. The thing is like this. Okay. Being rich is not fair. I say again, being rich is not fair. Being poor is not an excuse. Being rich is not fair. But being poor is not an excuse. When you buy a property, what he says is very true. Inflation will pull down the purchasing power of people. Therefore, if you increase the rental, they will die, or they will move away from the place that they are staying. It is true. So, likewise, we as an investor also will struggle, especially when the interest rate goes up again. But we as an investor are hopeful for the interest rate in long term will come down. That's number one. We are hopeful. When we don't know, but we are hopeful. Because I'm very sure. Because history repeats itself. When Vietnam economy is better, it will. But not now. Because every place in the world also doing the same thing. Right? Coming back to this question, what should we do? Nothing you can do. Being poor is not an excuse. You work for your active income. I am not God. I don't know how to give you the answer. You need to work hard. So that is the reason why you need to calculate the risk. That's why the first day we learn risk. Yeah. So it's what we call the last man standing. Last man standing. A lot of big business also fail. Likewise, we as a property buyer, if we treat like a business, then there's no point to blame the market. There's the only thing what we can do is to how increase our active income side to buffer the negative right now. If you cannot hold, that is where cheap properties you can find outside the market. So everything what we call in negativity, there's opportunity as well. Where if we have money, that is where we can get bargains, good deals, right? So in that situation, there's also opportunity. So there's no direct answer to what your question is. It's just that right now, what I can say is how to increase our active income to buffer this. Like for example, some of you might probably ask me, how many of you right now, after learning 13 defects, you say, shit, my property is lousy. How many of you are like that? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you are. Let me see, show me. 13 defects. When you think it's lousy, it's time for you to offload, right? And then reload again. Because you do not want to buy a property that does not appreciate as fast as the market. You understand? So that's number one. So you offload to reload. Understand? Okay, now, having said that, those of you who right now are in this suffering mode, okay? You must understand this, okay? This is your property now, okay? And it's not a good property, okay? And then the price is low. You're on a negative because you own the property, okay? So what are you going to do about it? Okay. You cannot do anything. Let me tell you. Okay. What you can do is to increase back your active income. You understand? Okay? And then buy another property. See, increase your active income. Buy another property that is better because you know 13 effects. And then let the capital appreciation of this to pay for this. That will balance off. Do you understand? Hello? Because if you don't do this, forever you'll be struggling. There's no excuse to say, I don't know how. You understand? So I always tell people, let it go, let it go. You remember? What's the song? What's the movie name? Frozen, yeah, Frozen. Let it go, let it go. Because if you keep in your heart, you will never go better. What you need to do is to get another one, go up, and then balance it out. Then your heart will be better. Or not, you will forever there. Don't know what to do. Understand? Hello? Always move. Okay? So, then move. Well, okay, come right here and right there. Right here. And right here. Give a mic here, give a mic there. I still remember. Give a mic there. Give there. After okay, there. Give it to him first. Okay? Okay, come.
Lời đầu tiên là em xin chào thầy và em cảm ơn thầy về những cái kiến thức của hai ngày hôm nay, nó rất là hay ạ. Em có một câu hỏi như sau ạ. Tức là em có một miếng đất nhưng mà chỉ trong một thời gian ngắn khi mức giá nó lên quá cao, nó lên hơn 10 lần ạ, chỉ trong vòng 1 năm. Chỉ theo kinh nghiệm của thầy thì Em lên bán hay lên giữ?
Okay, wait. Okay. The best answer. Okay, wait. Okay, okay. It's a very good question. But before that, can we give her a round of applause first? We don't have this kind of thing in Malaysia. It's like 1 year 10 times. It's for me, I'm a foreigner, I cannot imagine this. Show off. Just joking. Just joking. Now, this is my question. Okay, I'll ask you a question, then you answer. Okay, I'll ask you a question, you answer. Now, after understanding 30 defects, listen carefully. After understanding 30 defects, okay, based on the land that you are talking about, do you see any potential going up? Don't see anything. One being not so already, because it's already way up. 9, very, very potential. 5 being moderate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many points you give to this particular land? Tell me the potential.
Em nghĩ là 7 này.
Okay, very good. Wow. Oh no, we won't laugh, okay? I also show off. What's the problem of showing off? You should ask yourself why I cannot show off. So, if you have the potential of selling, 7 means potential don't sell. What you can do is that you can refinance.
Yes.
Nó có vấn đề ở đây thầy, vì cái quỹ đất ở đó nó trống rất là nhiều, cho nên là nếu em giữ thì có nguy cơ là chủ đầu tư khác họ sẽ nhòm ngó cái quỹ đất của em, thì khi nếu họ muốn thu hồi thì họ muốn thu hồi rất là rẻ, đó là cái rủi ro lớn nhất rồi.
Hỏi chẳng giải tỏa
Bán với mua là các bạn lại ý kiến nhanh thế, lúc tính mới thoát lại hồi như sắp.
I think that is a question you put it on one side because it's very personal already. Is it right to say that? Okay, we put it one side. What I'm trying to say is if there's a potential of upside, you refinance the money. When you refinance, here's the logic. Here's the logic. Okay, here's the logic. This is business logic, yeah. If you see a potential at 7, there's an upside, you refinance the property. Okay? When you refinance, you got a problem. Why? You need to pay interest. So interest is your cost, upside is your reward. Does it tally? If it tallies, if it okay, then refinance. You understand? Because you already know one side is up, then you can figure out the cost when you do the refinancing. Okay? When you do the refinancing, try to stretch as much as possible. Understand? Right? Understand? There? Okay? So, but that personal thing, we leave it one side. Or not, then we have to sit down and drink coffee and say, what's the problem? But it's a very good question, yes? You learn something, yes? Yes, because some people, their land is the very good question, because some people, their land already free. They don't pay anything, they just sit there, just waiting for capital gain. So that is what we call you remember the toothpick? Remember the toothpick? Where it's very long, then you can plug the toothpick and then you can nourish another one. That is what you must do. Because that is very good for down payment money. You understand? When you refinance it, that's very good for down payment money to buy another debt. You understand? So, or there's a very good money to buy a Rolex. Not bad. Yeah, why not? Yeah, but it's your choice. It's your choice. I have no comment. It's your choice. Whatever. I don't know. Yeah. So, okay. The back. Okay, the back there. Then you. Okay. We get one mic for her. Okay. Okay. Good. For her. Okay. Come. Huh? No, you speak first. You speak first. Yeah. Yeah. You have a seat first. Yeah.
Chào thầy. Về cái mình muốn đặt câu hỏi về tái cấp vốn đó thầy. Thường mình tái cấp vốn thì là hoặc là tái cấp vốn cho cá nhân hoặc là tái cấp vốn cho cái doanh nghiệp đó, thì là cái ngân hàng họ luôn hỏi lý do mà tái cấp vốn đó là cái gì á, thì không hiểu là cách nào dễ để mà khách hàng để ngân hàng người ta cho mình tái cấp vốn bằng cái lý do cái ngân hàng họ đặt ra, thì chắc chắn là ngân hàng họ không chấp nhận cái việc đó.
Yeah, sometimes, especially in Vietnam, I can understand that you won't allow cash. This one, I would want to say that I'm not the expert here to say this, alright? But what I can say is, if the bank don't allow you, you go to other banks. That's what I can say. There are many other banks, right? So sometimes you think that the bank don't want to give you, but there are other banks. Plus, this is for my student relationship, right? So I cannot say like for example that day, I went to because 2 years I'm not in here. 2 years I'm not in here. So my ATM card is already expired. Okay, so I went to the bank. Okay, I go to one bank, take on bank. Sorry, I cannot say that. I'm sorry. You all didn't listen. Okay, just forget about that. So I went there. Okay, the teller make a big hoo-ha saying that Adrian cannot get the foreigner, and then I said I want to check my balance. Oh, you have to do this. So I was like, then what happened to my money then? Because it's a lot of money, you know. There's a lot of money in my bank right now in Vietnam. So, yeah. So I said, then what do you want me to do? And then she said all sort of things. You are foreigner, now cannot. This one cannot. That one cannot. I said, then what should I do? Then she said, this one cannot. I said, I understand, cannot. What should I do? This one cannot. So I said, and then I was like, okay, then if that is the case, this one cannot, that cannot, fine. Give me all my money back. For your information, there's a lot of money. Okay, there's a lot of money. If they want to give me this one whole stack, so they said, okay. Then they get scared. So I want my money. I said, give me my cash. I stand by a car. I'm going off. I said, if you want your money, 2 hours. I said, fuck, give me my money. I said, right. Then I start raising my voice. Then my people call Babylon. Babylon came. Babylon gone in. Talk. Everything now okay. What the fuck? You understand what I'm trying to say? Sometimes it's just relationship inside. You understand? Yeah, it's whether they want to or not. You understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So that's bad. That's bad. Yeah. So I think getting the right people is also very important. Knowing the right people is also very important. Sometimes if you say, what about if I don't know any people? Try property agent. Property agents are more well connected with the banks. So if you know some friends that is property agent, probably he can help. You understand what I'm trying to say? You can get from the sources there. Learn something? Okay? And yeah, so there's no direct answer. The beauty part, the beautiful part about Vietnam is anything also can. Now, but in future it will be harder and harder. I still remember 6 years ago, you can go and do anything with the bank. Yeah, as long as you know the bank. Now it's even harder. You understand? It's even harder. So that is the reason why utilize the bank. Okay. Another 5 years, you will say, oh, those days. You will say that. And then in Malaysia, we are the same thing. Those days, we can buy all the property with 90% loan. Those days. Then now you can buy only 2 properties with 90%. The remainder all 70%. So they close the deal. So those days you can buy property, they can give you 100% loan. Those days. Now minimum 90. Then you say, wow, that is those days. If you don't do it today, 5 years down the road, you will say, those days. I'm not joking. Because you remember the chart, I say the cost of you paying the installment 10 years, 20 years will be cheaper and cheaper. So if you don't get it now, it will be more expensive. So you lock in an installment because as time passes, it's cheaper and cheaper. So the key is to pay very long, stretch it. Although you say the interest, but the interest is not your problem. Because after 10 years or 12 years, the people staying in paying for it. And when that happens, it will be cheaper and cheaper then. Do you understand or not? So a lot of people, they don't understand, I buy 100,000, I finish paying in 30 years, I finish paying, I need to pay 200,000. That is children mindset. You understand or not? Yeah, you're paying 100,000, but it's not from your pocket. And don't forget, after 30 years, the rate of inflation, 100,000 is peanut. Do you understand? Hello? You understand? So they don't understand. The old people, they say, oh, no, worth it. If you don't understand that, that's why you don't understand. You understand? Do you understand what you don't understand? Correct? Yeah, a lot of people, they don't. Okay, good. Okay, good. Ali, yes.
Xin chào thầy, cảm ơn thầy đã tới Việt Nam và truyền dạy những cái kiến thức và tư duy cho tất cả mọi người. Sau 3 ngày hôm nay thầy ở Sài Gòn, là em là Oanh, em đến từ Bình Dương, là chủ sáng lập của công ty cổ phần Việt Đông Vương. Tân Phúc là chuyên về kinh doanh nhà xưởng và triển khai các loại nhà xưởng ở Bình Dương, Bình Phước, Tây Ninh và Việt Nam. Và câu hỏi của em là em đang tư vấn cho một cái lượng khách hàng chuyên viên phân phối nhà xưởng. Em hỏi là cái việc mà mình tư vấn cho khách hàng đó là khai thác dòng tiền từ bất động sản công nghiệp khác với các cái bất động sản dòng tiền khác là như thế nào, và cái phương pháp nào mà để cho em tư vấn cho khách hàng được hiệu quả nhất. Và câu hỏi thứ hai nữa là cho em hỏi là trong cái thời gian tới là cái phân khúc bất động sản công nghiệp là cái xu hướng ở Việt Nam và thế giới sẽ như thế nào để em có thể có những hướng đi cho công ty của mình. Dạ em cảm ơn thầy rất nhiều.
Thầy sắp ngồi trong bụng rồi.
Okay, very good. I think that's a very good question. I'm actually learning factory as well. First thing first, factory is a very good investment for if you have cash. Why factory? Is because factory make money. And if you raise 10%, they will not go. That is the beautiful about factory. Factory make money. Alright? And factory, when they negotiate the term rental, they always pre-sign that they say, I want 5 years, no rental increase or what. So factory will be like that. But if you add the upper hand, you say no. If you want my factory every 2 years, 10%. You can talk like that. Because factory, they invest very heavily. Right? They invest very heavily. So if you got a factory, you hit the jackpot. You understand? A good one, you hit the jackpot. You will be forever. Normally. Okay? Depends on the size. But factory is the key. Okay? Now talking about how you do consultation, okay? In that. Honestly speaking, alright. Because you are a consultant, therefore, our job is to educate the client so that the client can increase their wealth. We are there to protect, to increase their wealth and to mitigate their risk. That is what we should do. Saying that, you will need to, for me, all right? I would educate the client by giving them a class or a small talk of 4 or 5 hours so that they are in line with our language. That's what I will do. Okay? Or if they don't, then probably you might want to bring them to come to this class. Serious, and educate them so that they are better. You do not need to explain so much to them anymore. Then they will work with you as a partner to grow their wealth. You understand? Because they are factory owners. They have big with the business. So in actual fact, if you are in that industry, your sole objective is to increase their wealth. That is your objective. So then, what would you do? The question you should ask is, what should I do to increase their wealth? That is a better question to ask. Okay. So what are the service I can provide, the care that I can provide, the education that I can provide, the opportunity I can provide for the client? So I would go on that part. That's the first question, right? So that's a very subjective, but I think that is the compass of how we should treat a client, because it's a very good industry, especially Vietnam, because there's so many overseas people coming in. So that's a very, very good industry. Coming back to the factory, we are dealing with the 2,000 babies, and the 2,000 babies right now are very mobile. So they don't care location. What they want is convenience. So they want convenience to put their products in the factory, because they import a lot from China, from other countries. So they don't want to go into a shop house anymore. They will prefer to the factory. That is you remember the season effect yesterday? The season is going there. The whole world is going there. Malaysia also moving that towards that, because we are not living in a society in our own 70s baby or 80s baby or 90s baby. Now we are living in the 2000 babies. So we want to make money from them, not from the 80s, because people are from the 2000s are the most in Vietnam right now. You know, the 90s and the late 90s and the 2000s, they are the most people right now in Vietnam. So for the next 10 years, if we want to guarantee our inflation on our debts, inflation on our debts, we need to understand what the 2000 baby need. And then the 2000 baby need factories. They love factory because they can turn it into like a Google office. You don't need location much anymore. Of course, location is good, but nowadays people have handphone, they have Waze, they have Google. They can go all the way to your place, even if it's in the jungle, they can still go in. You understand? So nowadays, even people, when they eat, they prefer not to eat the place where everyone knows. They prefer to eat the factory very inside. The more inner you are, the more exotic you become, the more sexy you are. So this is the trend. Yeah. So I feel like that. So factory is a good thing to move into, right? So you might probably want to become friends with her. That's a very good area, right? And so there's a very well developed area, so you might probably want to become a good friend with her. So are you in platinum? You don't?
Vấn đề quay đi quay lại rồi vấn đề chơi.
Okay, to be fair, let me ask you this question. Can I be friend and know all of you?
Can.
Is it possible?
Possible.
What possible?
Be
One person 5 minutes also I also die You see, when the group is bigger, I need smaller group to help me to help bigger groups. That is the modus operandi. That is how the ecosystem works. You understand what I'm trying to say? So I cannot talk to all of you. I need some leaders that I built to talk to you. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because I'm just one person. I know I have a superpower to stand here and speak to everyone, but to know you, I need smaller circles. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Yeah. Honestly speaking, seriously, I'm not joking. I'm not boasting myself. If you go to China, right, one workshop, one class might even cost you 6,000 US. Yes? How many of you know that? Yes? You don't know what? It's very common. One class, 6,000 US dollars. Go to Tony Robbins, business mastery. How much? 5,000 US dollars. Just one class. You have to pay your money there. That's it. My class, 3 classes with support, with network. Come on. I'm doing charity here, you know. Don't you think so? But you cannot blame, you cannot point finger at me and say, but you make a lot of money. You cannot point that. Because many speakers cannot command so many students. You must understand that first. Because many speakers don't give true value.
Yeah.
You understand? So you cannot say that Adrian, oh, like that, today, 40 platinum, 40 platinum, 7,000, oh my God, 480,000, oh, you make a lot of money. Hello? You make a lot of money, oh my God. Hello? How many speakers make so much money? You tell me. I'm one of the few that really give value. I deserve this because I need my people to serve you because I'm committed. Alright, so who tell you teacher cannot be rich? Who tell you that? Oh, my school teacher very poor. Yeah, your school teacher teach you, you are grateful to your school teacher, so you are now multi-millionaire. Do you give 100,000 to your teacher? Alright, but do you love your teacher? You love. But why don't you give 100,000 to her? Okay. No fair. So I'm a teacher. So I become rich by being a teacher. You should be proud of me. So you think so? You give your fair share, but I get from many. You understand? So that is the market. So do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you give me 1,000 US dollar, you give me 1,000 US dollar, I let you make more than 1,000. Yes or no? This is only 2 days, not even half. It's 2 days. You already make more than 1,000. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. With the knowledge, you can help other people. People will give you the commission. You will also make 1,000 US dollars. Don't you think so? With my knowledge? Yes or no? Yeah. So if you say that yes, then you give me 7,500. Do you know how much you can get back? It's true. It's investment. Let me ask you this question. If you get 7,500, you put it in the stock market, how many fold you can get? You tell me. You put 8,000 US dollars inside. Double, 16,000 US dollars. Double, 32,000 US dollars. Double, 64,000 US dollars. So what? You want to have so many double? It's so easy. Many people are now fried. Correct or not? Fried or black. You understand? So this 7,000 or 8,000 US dollar, you put it to yourself. You are a money making machine. I turn you into a money making machine. Is it a good deal? It's a good deal because when you are a money making machine, you help other people to become a money making machine. That is where you buy the property, and other people help you to build that property. Is it not worth the investment? If you hire a marketing consultant, you pay the marketing consultant to advise you, to come into your company to advise you. You pay 2,000 US dollars. 1 year also you need 24,000 US dollars. And that might not even guarantee because no people know your business better than yourself. For 24,000 better or 8,000 better? I'm a very good salesperson, right? Yeah. Because when I say this, I'm convinced myself. Yeah. So I hope you can understand. All right. So that's very good. Now just